Welcome, Gemini, to my temple, to the Temple of Tarot, Astrology, and Yoga. My name is Ava, and I'm going to be your oracle, your guide, for the month of December 2025. This is an Astro Tarot forecast, relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Gemini. So welcome, Gemini. I want you to know that I've already given you a free sample of something that's new to the channel. I'm including an American Indian medicine wheel forecast on Patreon. So if you would like to become a member of my Patreon family, you can receive each month a forecast that will deepen the spiritual and psychological aspect coming up. And I've given you a free sample, Gemini, and others can view this free sample as well, just to give them an idea what these readings are all about. And there's last month or the month before that, I had been giving the shamanic Mexican magical passes, sort of a ancient Mexican yoga, and each magical pass is a sequence of movements. They're very profound, giving you more of an ability to focus your intentions, to become more intentional. That's where the power of these magical passes is, in its ability to release from you the power to create through intent. And there's a link below if you would like to investigate those movements. They're quite fascinating. Then, the only other thing I need to mention before we begin your reading is that I've partnered with a company called Hipsy, which is a psychic call network. They give me the ability to connect with you via the phone or video phone. They govern the transaction so that you can choose to keep the call at the length that you feel you can afford, and or that you feel you want to engage with me. As long as you want to engage with me is what I'm saying. All right, so that is a wonderful new feature, because out here in Hawaii, I'm in a very rare time zone. It's very difficult for people to know when they can call or when they can't call. So this gives me the ability to post when I'm going to be available. And you can call me at that on my number, or we can talk over the internet. So with that said, let us now begin your forecast. This is an Astro Tarot forecast, as I said, and this month both Venus and Mars are transiting the same signs, the first half of the month and the second half. So the first half of the month it's in Sagittarius. Both of them move or transit through Sagittarius, and then at the end of the month they both transit through Capricorn. These are then your 7th and 8th houses. So the first half of the month, Venus and Mars are transiting your 7th house of relationships. This makes for a very intense focus on your primary relationships. In fact, you may be focusing all of your energy on one particular relationship, be that one that you've newly created, or one that is long-standing but is now become something that, a relationship that is of primal interest to you. So this is passion and emotional intensity. And it makes the relationships that you have, or one particular relationship, vie between extreme pleasure and joy expressed either sexually or emotionally, and potential for a dynamic kind of conflict to take place. So you have to be alert to that, because there's a great deal of potential for conflict here, as well as for harmony and pleasure and joy. That's the first half of the month. The second half of the month, it gets even more intense. It moves into your 8th house. The 8th house is defined by the words death, taxes, sex, partnerships, and shared resources. So the second half of the month is as intense, if not more so. So your relationships that can either be romantic or business or otherwise friendships are highlighted. Shared resources are highlighted. You may be investing together in a new project, in a new business venture, or an older business venture. Or you may be influenced by someone's death, which brings up the subject of inheritance. You may be privy to some windfall, or investment opportunity. Remember now, the entire month is really charged emotionally, passionately, sexually. Whenever there are these heightened sensibilities, it could very well lead to some verbal conflict or physical conflict in some cases. So be wary of that. I can't tell you how transformative this may be for your partnerships or your relationships, important relationships. It could transform their entire meaning for you. The entire month is really very transformative on not just an emotional level, but also on a financial level. You could be in line for a major monetary shift, financial shift towards the good, towards abundance. And so, which is very good news for the holiday season. And by the way, again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Festivus for the rest of us. And I want to wish you the best for the month and for the year coming up. So with this intense energy coming into the month, let's move on now to see your tarot forecast. And thank you very much for your support and for your messages. I'll see you next year. Namaste. Welcome, Gemini, to your tarot forecast for December 2025. Again, relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign happens to be Gemini. Welcome, Gemini, to your reading. I want to get to it right away, so I'm shuffling in front of the camera for you. I'm going to put in 2 random reversals, and oh, there we go, caught it. And they're very unwieldy. Cards. Oh goodness, see what I mean? I just keep throwing these cards around because they're just too large to handle. So that's why I usually do the bulk of the shuffling before we begin. But now that we have the 2 reversals in there, let's put in just 1 more and we're ready. We make 3 piles, then we reassemble like this, and we're ready to begin your forecast. The first card represents the overall energy or mood, thematic mood of the month. The 5 of Pentacles. Goodness. The forecast astrologically was for financial abundance. This is about financial loss, material loss. So, death, which is the 8th house, could be about some form of loss. It could be financial, but it may be material loss of some possessions, or a loss of faith, a loss of hope. And this can be concerning a relationship, a feeling of not having enough, not being enough, something not being enough. Financially also, there's a sense of loss, not being able to access available assistance. You can see this card is shows 2 beggars underneath a stained glass window of a church. The 5 pentacles are depicted on that window. You see, this represents the availability of help, either institutional, religious, or just help in general, which the 2 beggars underneath don't notice, don't acknowledge, don't partake of. Why? Because they're too concerned with their own impoverishment, with their lack. Remember, this isn't necessarily about money. It can be about just a sort of a psychological condition of feeling that you don't have enough, or that something isn't enough. A relationship isn't enough, a partnership isn't enough. Something has either betrayed you or disappointed you in some way. So let's move on and see what the challenge is. More pentacles. The challenge is the Knight of Pentacles. This is a very Taurus kind of energy. It's about being unmoved by your material circumstances, and to keep a steady pace forward regardless of the previous card, which was indicating some sort of loss or a feeling of not having enough, or just having lost faith in someone or a situation. This is about steady progress, being practical, being very having both feet on the ground, not being swayed by changing dynamics of your physical environment. Getting it done is what this is about. Planting the seed for future wealth growth. Making proper investments. And just getting the job done. You can see that the horse is steady. He's actually a farmer returned from war. He's still in his armor, but he's surveying his land. And that single pentacle that he holds in his hand is the seed that he's about to plant. So he's very pragmatic, practical, and down to earth. These are traits representing your challenge for the month. Interesting. In the position of the unexpected, well, this is very interesting. We have, let me put this card somewhere where I can hold them properly. The Hermit. The Hermit, unexpected. Well, with all these indications of relationship conflict or problems, it could be that unexpected loneliness, aloneness, for one. Secondly, it could be unexpected wisdom garnered from having gone it alone. Remember, you have Mars and Venus in the 8th of partnerships in the second half, and in the first in relationships. So it really must pertain to something concerning your partnership, or more likely to pertain to your partnership. And this is about being able to mentor your partner, guide your partner, give your partner insight and wisdom. It's a very spiritual time of the year. So unexpected spiritual insight, spiritual connection to your higher self, seeking guidance, seeking mentorship, seeking some wisdom, some expert help, aid, unexpectedly, or simply being able to contact your higher self through meditation, through perhaps being alone, wanting to be alone, seeking some kind of refuge from public discourse. So this may be a very beautiful, beautiful time for you. This is the most spiritual card of the deck, showing a seeker of wisdom and truth. So look forward to that. And finally, the outcome, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Look at this. You're an air sign. So this is a very perfect ending to the month because you become very decisive, very directed, focused. There's an intense focus on relationships, on partnerships, on finance, on maybe even government obligations. But by the end of the month, you make a decision and you cut through the lies, the deceptions, the dross to get to the truth. This is the unveiling of truth and victory of truth over non-truth. This sword is the sword of truth, the sword of victory. You are victorious. This also is a card of sharp, accurate thinking, being able to apply your intellect to a project, to something new, to a new idea, to be able to be very rational and detached, impartial, and firm. So you make a decision by the end of the month which cuts through all the irrelevant information, irrelevant situations, irrelevant ideas, to get to the heart of the truth of the matter. So I really would love to hear back from you after the month is over, to give me some feedback as to how this plays out in your life. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to speak with you if you need my help or aid. There's links below to the Hipsy company that I've partnered with, and I will be able to help you via a phone call or a video call. So I look forward to being able to help you in the future. Thank you. And I wish you the very best new year of your life. Namaste.